Thank you, Chairs McMorris Rogers, Griffith, and Guthrie, and Ranking Members Pallone, Castor, and Eshoo for holding this hearing, and thank you to the witnesses today. I appreciate you being here. I do not have a medical background, so I'm going to go off the reservation a little bit, Mr. Chairman. At the onset of the pandemic, the Trump-Pence administration acted quickly to respond to the impacts on our healthcare system and build a long-term strategy to develop innovative solutions and save lives, which you all continued when you came into your jobs. Hoosiers and all Americans were fortunate for the work of the Trump-Pence administration to advance a historic White House coronavirus task force, which resulted in the development of world-leading vaccines and therapeutics. As a shameless point of personal privilege, Mr. Chair, I would like to thank my brother Michael, the Vice President of the United States, for his humble leadership. I would like to thank him for his wisdom. I would like to thank him for the countless hours he put in standing up the coronavirus task force. And most importantly, as I have listened to the testimony and the questions today, I would like to thank him for his clear and transparent communications to the American public and among your organizations. And maybe, I don't want to lecture to you, some people do, that's not my style, but maybe a little more communication on your part over the last couple of years would have given people more of a sense of confidence, which I've heard a number of my peers today say there is a confidence deficit and something that difficult to earn, easily lost, and that seems to be what has happened across the country. I know my constituents feel that way for what you all three of your organizations are doing. What's your thought? Do you think you've communicated adequately over the last 2 years? And I'll start with you, Dr. Tabak.
There's always room for improvement, and we continue to work at that.
Similarly, as part of CDC moving forward, communications is a key aspect. We need to do more risk communications, overhaul our website. Those are things that we're actively engaged in for exactly the reasons of lessons learned.
I would completely agree. We need to continue to work on it. I wasn't here the first 2 years, so I had a chance to observe it on the outside. I'd also point out we have a new thing with the onslaught of misinformation, which is very much hurting the confidence of the public, often completely misdirected, and raises a number of difficult questions that none of us really anywhere were prepared to deal with. The vastness of the internet, the complexity of the information is something that we're all going to have to work on dealing with appropriately.
Well, sure, thank you. You know, I'm really proud of my brother, the former vice president, because he got ahead of all this. The internet existed back then as well. Misinformation allegedly was out there, the Russian hoax being an example. But I would encourage you all, then if you should get out and talk, if you should communicate with the things you've done or plan on doing, get ahead of the communication. I know the American people and the people in the Indiana 6th District would very much appreciate. With that, I yield back.